Hey, it's Aodán here, aodáncoin.com, where I teach you how to play in Dadgad guitar. In this lesson, I'm going to show you something called the Dadgad skeleton scale. And I call it that because it's something we can build off of. It's like the foundations that I use all the time just to build up from. So let's go through it. I'll play it first and then we'll learn it all. So very simple, and we'll go through it, and from this we can build off of. It's basically built up of the D scale, and then we're adding a third above it. So it's an interval of a third on top of that. We start off though with this home chord, or this D5. So that's just the first and the fifth, a D and an A. That's the first finger on the second fret of the G string. From here though, it's going to be all thirds. So we have the E and a G, E, F, G. So that's with your first finger on the second fret of the middle D string. Then we're going up. We have the F sharp and the A, F, G, A. So that's with your third finger on the fourth fret of the middle D string and your first finger back on the second fret of that G string. Then we're going up to the fifth fret and fourth fret, G, B. So that's with your second finger on the fourth fret and your third finger on the fifth fret. We're going to keep that shape and we're going to slide it up to the sixth and seventh fret. So that's going to be second finger on the sixth fret of the G string and third finger on the seventh fret of the D string. We can bring it up again. We have the B and the D. So first and third finger again. And then we're going up to the 9th and 11th fret with that same shape. First and third finger on the 9th. First is on the 9th on that G string. And you have the third finger on the 11th. And then finally we're going up to this D shape. So D and F sharp. That's with your second and third finger on the 11th and 12th fret. So the handy thing about this is, because we're in Dadgad, then we can start opening things up. So we can take those shapes where we weren't playing the low D, the low A, the high A, or the high D. We weren't playing those, but now we can start opening them up. So you can see here, we can play the same chord structure all the way up the neck with the open strings and introduce that big open sound. So let's go through that as well. We start off with this, and we're going up to, we have the E and G there. And we're going up to this shape with your first finger on the second fret, third finger on the fourth fret of that middle D string, where you're playing your F sharp and your A, and we're taking it up to the fourth and fifth fret, where you're playing your G and your B, and we're taking that same shape, sliding it up, getting some nice sounds here now. So we have that A and C sharp, bring it up again. You have your first finger on the 7th fret and your third finger on the 9th fret, playing your B and your D. You have your C sharp and your E, first finger on the 9th fret and your third finger on the 11th fret, and finally we have this big D sound. So we have the D and the F sharp. And what we can do with this then is start introducing a rhythm. So we can say we're playing a tune, we can start by playing it on the inside, just keeping it nice and subtle. So just play around with it, and then you can introduce the open sound. And it's just a fun way to start building off of that structure. And from here, we can start building bigger chords, and I'll get into that in future videos. But for the moment, practice that up and down and start first on the inside and then start opening things up. I hope that video has been helpful for you. And if you haven't checked out the Guitar Dadgad cheat sheet, it's going to be up here in the corner. And also subscribe, add any comments if you want any videos or songs made, I'll make them for you. So hope you enjoyed that. See you on the next one.